The Azrin and Foxx method, this week on Potty Training Extreme!
Today's episode of Potty Training Extreme is brought to you by Baby Bjorn and their entire line of great potty seats and chairs. Baby Bjorn.
So last week we took a look at the not-so-extreme, very popular, and child-centered potty training method championed by Dr. Terry Brazelton. This week we take a look at a more parent-centered method, the Azrin Foxx method.
Now, if the child-centered method is this hippy-dippy love-in,
it's okay, little dude. If this potty training trip is a huge bummer, we'll just do it another time, yo.
then the Azrin Foxx method is boot camp for potty training. Son, you are gonna put your wee-wee in that potty. You're gonna run until I get tired. Diapers are for babies, smaller babies.
The Azrin and Foxx method is literally old school, first introduced way back in 1971, so many of you parents that are potty training your own kids now may have been potty trained according to this method back in the day, and we assume that things worked out okay for you.
I know what you're thinking. Did he fire 6 shots or only 5?
One side effect of this method may be a sudden affection for avocado-colored bathroom fixtures.
Ooh. Now, the big selling point of this method is it can be accomplished in one day. If there's any other book or method out there that claims it can be accomplished in one day, including Dr. Phil,
you need to commit to yourself to put your poo-poo in that potty today.
They're just ripping off the Azrin Foxx method.
So, how does it work? Well, first you'll need a potty chair and a room that's relatively distraction-free. Load up the child with liquids enough to create a need to urinate and stock up with snacks and treats for rewards. This method also calls for a doll that can demonstrate urination. If you really want one, you can get one of these things on Amazon for 20 to 50 bucks. Most come in a bundle with an Azrin Foxx-based manual. Now, come up with a couple of names, family or fictional, that will be really impressed by the child's potty training. And you'll also need a stack of pull-ups. At the start of the training, check for a dry diaper and teach the child how to do so as well. Check every 3 minutes, and for every dry diaper, give a reward and offer praise using the child's special name. For every wet diaper, you need to give some negative feedback. First, demonstrate the use of the potty using the doll, then begins a series of potty trials, which of course sounds like a bad name of a television series produced by Dick Wolf for Nickelodeon.
Look at all that tinkle wee-wee in that potty.
We need to track down whoever did this and give him a jelly bean.
Every 15 minutes, have the child sit on the potty without their training pants on for several minutes. If during that time they happen to use the bathroom, praise them lavishly, give them a treat as a reward, tell them that Grandma or Dora or whoever you've chosen would be so proud of them for their potty training. Repeat these trials every 15 minutes. By about the 3rd or 4th successful trial, the child will begin to get it. Reinforce the behaviors over the next day or two, and voila, potty trained kid.
So this method is pretty much catching the kid going to the potty and then rewarding him.
Yeah, well, there's lots of finer points in it. You should definitely pick up a copy of the Azrin Foxx book. You can still get it on Amazon, so you can get the whole program.
Seems to have a lot in common with chore charts and rewards.
AKA operant conditioning. Yeah, the finer points that really are different. Negative reinforcement when the kid has an accident. You don't do that in child-centered. Right. And also they suggest that you play right on through any resistance or hissy fits or whatever, whereas in child-centered method, you would back off at that point.
Did you use Azrin Foxx or a similar method? If so, go to DadLabs.com and talk about it on the forum. We'd love to hear from you.
We want to thank Baby Bjorn, our sponsors. And I'm not afraid to say it, their potty chairs are stylish. Just check out the colors. Baby Bjorn. We'll see you next time here in the lab.